Yeah, beach. Find your beach.
Wow. Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Welcome back to another edition of Find Your Beach.
Late on a Monday morning.
Late on a Monday morning. But still pretty much the same time you're supposed to get it.
Yeah. Same day.
Same day, same time. Like, you know, if you're listening to us at midnight or whatever on a Sunday night,
Yeah.
that's weird. Knock it off.
What do you mean?
I don't know.
I think that's amazing.
That's pretty cool.
I want to see fear in your eyes when you can't see the podcast in the morning on Mondays.
You want to see that fear?
I want to see it. I want to revel in it.
Now, you just went through the same experience I went through, which was stepping out of our apartment, which is quiet, cool, and then you had to be dropped into just basically a Martin Scorsese film in the 70s, right?
It was a dog day afternoon. It's not a Scorsese film, but...
It was a dog day morning. It was immediately boiling hot.
Boiling hot.
Construction. People that are of the street. We're not sure if they're homeless, but they're down there. They're yelling.
They're down there.
They're down there. There's a lot of filth.
Yeah.
It's just chaos. Immediate chaos.
Just makes you want to lie down in a garbage bag.
I don't even know. It made me want to climb into the sewers.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about it still.
Yeah, it was so hot. I'm so sad. It was so gross.
I don't understand how we even leave this place.
The only thing that made me feel better was that when we dropped off Charlie at doggy daycare, the guy that came to the door was like, "Charlie, I haven't seen you in so long." Like they were old buddies. And then Charlie got excited and like ran in there.
That's great. Because usually he's fighting it, right?
Yeah, I mean, he did fight it, but
Usually
he like ran up to the guy anyway.
He's like, "Mom, don't make me go.
I don't want to play with anybody except for you.
You're my favorite person."
But he went inside with his buddy, which made me feel a little bit better. But yes, the streets are it feels like the inside of a gym bag.
And here's the thing, folks. Long time ago, right around, I don't know, March 15th, we talked about how we wanted to go back to simpler times when you had to fight for food. And you had to be wary of any person you saw, right? We said that back in the day. We said we wanted to go back.
Yeah.
We wanted to see a new kind of New York, which was an old kind of New York. And we wanted to have to fight people on the subways, deal with graffiti everywhere.
Yeah. Andy said he wanted to slide down a giraffe's neck.
Yep.
He wanted all the animals to get loose from the zoo.
And we're on our way. New York is pure chaos.
It does. It feels like a lawless state.
Yeah. This is exactly, and I mean this. I'm not being hyperbolic. This is exactly what it's like to live in Mogadishu, Somalia, right now. What we're living through is exactly what it's like.
Yeah. You know, like
There's
you can
fireworks everywhere.
Fireworks, ambulances, cop cars, and you know, you can also walk into a CVS at any time and feel perfectly safe.
Which we don't know that there's not a CVS in Mogadishu.
We don't. I'm sure there is.
Black Hawk Down. The Peter Cooper Village story.
We are, I don't know, I'm sort of, even though New York is like starting to open up, I do feel this week has been a little bit tough with the quarantine.
Well, we're not quarantining anymore, but you just mean with the conditions.
Yeah, and it does still feel like a quarantined life. Like it doesn't feel back to normal, I think, because comedy's not back. And I think anybody, regardless of like where you live, unless you can go back to work regularly, it doesn't feel like a normal life.
Yeah, and also our life is our job, which is stand-up comedy, and we're still not really able to do that the same way.
Yeah. Anyways, I'll be doing an hour on Zoom on July 17th, folks. And
I'm performing in a lot of parks. Yeah. I'll be in many city parks. So if you're in the New York area, you can probably go to a park and see me.
Surrounded by bugs.
Yep. I love a buggy set. And I don't mean tech. I'm not talking about tech bugs. I'm talking about actual bugs. I love it when a gnat and a mosquito and a fly get together and they do a mashup called Flying into Andy's Mouth.
How does it go?
and then the refrain is fuck. Trying to tell jokes.
That's great. Do the whole thing together. One of them snorted? Did the bug snort or did it go up your nose?
Yeah, one of my nose.
Okay, do the whole song.
Fuck. Trying to tell jokes.
That's beautiful.
So
hey, if any of our listeners can do like just throw a beat behind that, that'd be amazing. Kenny, I don't even know if you still listen.
I don't think he does.
Really?
No, I think after you rejected his theme song for Devil's Advocate, and then we also stopped doing it.
It would have been the same theme song for two different podcasts.
I know.
Like, not the same, but it would have been the same feeling, and Devil's Advocate has a different vibe. I still love Kenny. Kenny, I love you. Come back.
Here's what I'm thinking. We should probably get David Foster to do the theme song for Devil's Advocate.
Yeah, we should.
So David Foster, if you're listening.
The original hitman.
The hitman. If you could just, I don't know, get in the studio, pump something out.
Yeah, something that'll live forever.
Something close to, I don't know, your Chicago days.
Yeah, that'd be great. We don't care. You can take the reins on this one.
We'll take whatever you make. Honestly, no discretion.
0. And if you don't know who David Foster is, you guys, grow up. All right? Whitney Houston's I Will Always Love You.
Grow up.
Celine Dion.
Grow up. Literally grow up. Get older. Because that's how you'll be able to know his music.
Yeah, pretty much.
Michael Bublé, Josh Groban, Celine Dion, the original Dreamgirls.
Mm-hmm.
You know what was weird about... We watched a documentary on David Foster last night, and I didn't know who he was at all, but he's made like every big song for the last 40 years.
Him and Quincy Jones.
And they never really like resolved what happened on Broadway. That was kind of weird.
No, he's in development on 3 different Broadway shows. He hasn't made a Broadway hit yet, but he wants to.
I know, that's what I'm saying. It's like usually when you start with Broadway, and Broadway's kind of like a small backstory. Mm-hmm. In my documentary
experience,
kind of mind, I would say the ultimate result is you show us the premiere
of the Broadway
his
show.
Broadway show.
Got it, yeah.
You know what probably happened is it was probably going to premiere. And then this thing happened.
This whole, worldwide sickness. We did also watch Hamilton.
Oh, yeah. How can a bastard son?
Yeah, let me tell you something. I don't know if you guys... I watched Hamilton for the first time, and when people find out about this, it's going to be a hit.
Yeah, I think people are really going to like it.
When people finally see this, it's really... I think it's going to blow up. I think it's got something to it.
My only question is, are they going to sing the whole thing?
What do you mean?
Like in the movie, like the Broadway show. Did they sing the whole time? Is that, or did we just see a singing version?
Oh, yeah. We just saw the singing version.
There is another version.
There's It's called Fourth Grade History. It's like a book, and you just read it.
Oh. I want to see, because my favorite kind of movie is like where a bunch of orphans get murdered, and then an alcoholic cop has to discover who the murderer is.
Yeah, that's Andy's real. After we watched Hamilton,
I had to settle down.
Andy just had to really, wind himself down. He had to get to his peaceful place by watching a Ukrainian war film.
Mm-hmm. Well, it wasn't war. It was the USSR, which is my favorite backdrop to any story.
Yeah, the USSR, just the most depressing place you can pretty much imagine.
Just a lot
snow
of
everywhere.
A lot of muted tones.
Yeah.
Love that.
A soldier whose wife hates him.
Yep.
And sort of feels like a prisoner of their marriage.
Well, technically, I think she is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And
you're never safe. They just might decide one day that like you need to be investigated, and then like through that investigation, they ruin your life.
Yeah, and it's like a fun-loving film where like two orphans lose their parents in front of their eyes in an act of
just
war.
Really casual murder.
Yeah, right on their land.
Yeah,
on their own land. So we watched that to just wind down, and fell asleep to that.
It's called Child 44. So
it's sort of a lullaby for
if you guys want to pick
for
that
a
up,
sad middle-aged man.
It's free on Tubi, Tubi.
Which is, I mean, why would you even look there? Why would you even look? Tubi? Tubi.
I'm getting excited right now thinking about that there's probably more sad movies on there.
Tubi sounds like Walmart's YouTube.
I think it technically is.
Anyway, so we've just been watching a lot of TV, haven't we?
No. We've been doing lots of stuff. We went to the drive-in. They already... if they don't listen to the Patreon, they don't know that we went to the drive-in.
That's also watching TV.
Nope. That's hiking. Going to a drive-in is hiking.
No.
Because you're outdoors. Anything outdoors is hiking.
Really?
I've been doing comedy hiking.
Oh, man. When you find out what we're doing for your birthday.
TV hiking?
We're hiking up a TV. There's a giant TV upstate.
And
you can hike up the side of it.
Yep.
And then when you get up there, they drop you down, and you can make your own play, and people watch.
Wait, that sounds like a stage.
Well, it's not. Because you turn into a 3D version of yourself.
You already are. We are 3D.
2D.
Oh, okay.
I'm not actually 3D.
You aren't?
No, I'm 5D.
What's the fourth and fifth?
It's
Smell and
it's like
taste.
me. I exist on several different planes of existence at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So like I look 3D to you because you're unevolved spiritually, but I actually...
One of the planes, though, is a Southwest flight.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, I don't want to be that version of myself right now, I'll tell you that.
Real Karen energy. You guys also, yesterday, having a seemingly pretty good day, and then we made the mistake of looking at the internet.
Oh my God, yeah.
Rosebud watched a snuff film, and I watched white people lose their mind in different parts of the country.
If you go on Twitter at any given point during the day, just be prepared. It's going
to ruin your day.
It's like turning on a Pink Floyd album. Like this is going to fuck up your day. It's a mood, but it's going to fuck with your day.
We saw this white couple trying to paint over a Black Lives Matter street mural, whatever it is. It just said Black Lives Matter in the street.
Yeah, but it was with black paint, so I think that I thought they were just trying to like make it blacker. Which I was like, oh, this is an act of solidarity. And then I saw
what they were saying.
Yeah.
The funny thing is that they were painting. So first of all, if you haven't seen it, this woman is just so angry painting the street. Nobody's painted
Just
a street
angrily.
more angrily in their entire life, and she's not saying anything. But I think she does have a jewel in her mouth.
No.
Yeah, which is cool.
Don't
That makes
say
her
that.
cool.
Don't say that.
And then her husband, or I don't know, her captor, is filming the whole thing. And what I noticed was she's just painting over the yellow. So if you look at it from the sky, it's just a Black Lives Matter street thing.
Painted in black.
Painted in black. The street's gray, lady. You've just made a blacker Black Lives Matter.
Yeah.
So good for you.
Yeah.
I don't know why you were touting all that Trump stuff. You've helped the cause.
Yeah.
Also, they're probably going to go to jail.
You think so?
They're going to get fined for sure.
I hope
You weren't allowed to paint the street. I've been trying for years.
Yeah, Andy, you got to stop writing letters to de Blasio about painting all the streets pink. You got to.
I just think, imagine looking at the grid from the sky, and it's all colors. It's rainbows. There's pictures. All you'd have to do is stop every street once in a while.
Yeah?
We could get to work.
Yeah.
It could be a community effort.
Okay.
I'm sure there's a lot of excess paint.
For sure. There's got to be. What would you paint on our street?
What would I paint on our street?
Yeah.
I would paint a wave crushing. It would be a wave, and then as you looked, it would be a million liberal white women. Like if you got closer, and they're crushing privilege.
That's beautiful.
So it looks like a wave, but when you get up close, it's like a million like Ambers and Tiffany's and Celestes.
Yeah.
And they're just
rosebuds.
Yeah, and rosebuds, and they're all like, whoa.
Yeah. That's great.
It's their tears.
It's
that
beautiful.
create the waves. And they're like, I have so much privilege.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, it's beautiful. Great.
And
Awesome.
a lot of them were saying like, I'm an ally, but I don't know any black people. Please be my friend. The other thing though that really bummed me out, that actually didn't bum me out so much as I was like, there's no helping these people. And I actually saw the tweet that I saw it in said the perfect thing, which was that like Donald Trump has broken half the country's head.
Yeah.
Like their brains are broken. And this the next tweet I saw.
Well, their brains were already broken because it's like.
Well, we gave them broken brain fuel.
Yeah, we gave them food for their broken brains.
Yeah. And but the thing I saw that really upset me, or just like really like, I just don't know how to feel about it, which is this woman was in a Target and she just went up to the mask thing. Like there was like 100 masks. And she was like, I'm sick of this shit. I'm sick of this shit. I'm done with this shit. I'm sick of this shit. And she just starts knocking all the masks off the rack. She's filming and she's just grabbing masks and she's just throwing them on the ground. And then she's taking her cart and driving over the masks. She's just mask. And the whole time she's like, I'm sick of this shit. Done with this shit. This shit's over. Done with this. And then the employees come up and they're like, it's so funny because they're like, hey, could you please stop doing that? Because they're like, I have to pick, like, you didn't destroy the mask. We still have to pick them up and put them back on the rack. And she goes, I have a $40,000 Rolex on. You think I'm going to listen to you? But.
What? She said that?
Yeah. And she did have a Rolex on too. She showed it to the camera. But what? I don't understand what people.
It'd be so funny if the Rolex was stolen from Target.
Or it's a fake.
Yeah.
But what I don't understand is these people are like, I won't wear a mask. I won't wear a mask. It's against my rights.
Mm-hmm.
But they'll wear a MAGA hat, which looks a lot worse than a mask.
Mm-hmm.
It's a shit hat.
It's not a great hat.
We're just talking hats in general. Shitty hat.
Yeah.
And then what else?
I mean, it looks like most of the hats you wear, except it's red.
True. No, this is the only hat that I have that's cut like their hats. And then, but there's other things they're willing to do that I find, like, it's so funny to me, like, people, like, okay, this is what I was thinking about yesterday, joke-wise, is that people are like, I don't need to wear a mask, this virus is silly, but they're the same people that are like, I do need a gun. I need a gun at all times.
To protect myself.
Doctors are like, there's a virus, it's everywhere. It's a germ that's trying to kill you.
Yeah.
And then no mask. That's silly. I'm not going to wear a mask. And then they're like, but
I will shoot the virus.
I will shoot the virus.
In anyone that looks like they may have it. Like people in masks.
Yeah.
Oh, God. We're going to have a civil war.
We are. He's going to lose. That's what I've realized is he's going to lose the next election.
You think so?
But it's going to be like literally like that couple in St. Louis.
I still don't think he's going to lose.
I think he's going to lose. I think that couple in St. Louis is going to be like the regular thing. Like you're going to see white suburban golf dads with AKs on their lawns.
I don't think he's going to lose. What makes you think he's going to lose?
I think that people are just over it. I think people are over it. I think those people that are insane and they're like his big supporters, I think that they are just the people we see because they're just like, they're news, you know? Like when somebody does that, it's news, so we see it. But like how many Trump people do you actually meet like that? Not a lot. And also like his Tulsa rally, only like 10,000 people came total. Maybe, no, I think it was like 3,000? It wasn't a lot of people. It was supposed to see 18,000 people. And like, it was like 1/4 full. And I think people are just like, okay, this guy's an idiot. Like, I think they may not say it yet because I think they're embarrassed. But, you know, by the time November comes around, 200,000 people are going to be dead. I'm just excited for the very first ever Zoom debates.
Welcome to Fox's Fair and Balanced Zoom debates. Fox won't do the Zoom debates, actually. They'll do it like...
They'll be like, we're going to do the coughing in each other's mouths debates.
Yeah.
We've got an extra pepper.
Do you think...
We've made the air stagnant.
So Kanye's running. Do you think he's going to fuck up...
No.
Biden's chances? Any more than...
Kanye's not going to be able to get on the ballot.
You don't think so?
Who's going to... You think there's somebody out there right now? Like, that would require him. So if he's running for president, right now, a bunch of people would have had to have gone out, printed ballots or petitions. He'd have to get like, I don't know, 500,000 to multiple millions of signatures being like, yes, we want this guy on the ballot. He can't run for the party. He has to have a party to run for. I mean, it's like all this like coordinated stuff. He's going to have to put out it. Like he's got what, 3 months? It's not going to happen. He's not going to be on a ballot. Some idiots will write him in. Like some dummies are going to be like, I'm writing Kanye in. He's not going to be in the debates.
Yeah. Why do you think he tweeted that? Do you think he's like having some sort of episode?
I think he is in a constant bipolar manic state.
Yeah.
Which I'm here for. I stand for it.
That's fucking crazy. There were comics that I saw that were like, hell yeah, I'll vote for Kanye. And I was like, okay, well, you're an idiot.
I think he's just trolling.
I'm sorry, you guys. I'm so like low energy right now. Frankly, I'm waiting for my period. And any woman who's listening to this knows that getting your period in quarantine is a fucking war zone.
It's great.
You have nothing to do but think about yourself.
Which I love. I love those weeks leading up to your period when you're your sweetest.
Shut up.
When you're your most gentle, sweetest baby.
You're disgusting me right now.
I know. Yeah, and it's also, I'm being ironic because you're usually a tyrant.
Really?
Yeah.
Am I really?
Sometimes. You know this. Come on.
I don't think I'm a tyrant.
You'd be like, not there. Get up. I'm like, it's 7 a.m. I've had like 3 hours of sleep. You're like, walk the dogs.
I do remember a couple mornings ago, Andy was like moving in bed or something. Or maybe he was getting up to walk the dogs or something. He was doing something for me to make my life easier. And I think I said, stop touching me. I just yelled, stop touching me. Sorry about that, babe.
I was just remembering the morning that Mouse peed on your head and the look on your face. I mean, that's going to go down in history. Honestly, that'll be in history books because
let me see it.
It was like a minute of it. It was just like I was like, babe, you know, like she's peeing, and you knew that it was right next to your head, and you just stood up and you were like,
I was so mad.
You were so mad. It was such a disaster.
Aww.
And what was I trying to do? Oh, I was trying to feed them. God.
And you were so tired.
Yeah.
I remember looking at you and you being like, I'm powerless.
I wanted to defend myself. I was like, but she bullied me.
And I was like, this is your fault. This is your fault. When the puppy pees on my head, it's your fault, is what I said.
No, you said when the puppy pees anywhere indoors, it's our fault.
Yeah.
Oh, God. I just remember.
I actually still stand by that.
I mean, it's kind of true. But I was just like leaning down to clean her cage, and I just heard like the rattle of the little screen door, and then I heard the feet, and I was like, no. And then I saw her, and she just like, the second she hit the bed, she was like, oops, gotta pee. And it was right next to your head, and I was just like, no. And she just had this look on her face like, did I do that?
She's such a bitch.
She's so...
It's awful because she's so cute.
Oh, God.
It's just the worst. But she did make some progress this week. She's peeing outside, you guys. Mouse is peeing outside. She's doing real good.
Yeah.
All right? I think whatever evil spirit had a hold of her earlier, maybe the baby in the box.
Yeah.
I think it's loosened its grip on her. It's lost interest.
It's so weird to think about that time. Whenever I listen to the theme song, I go back and I'm like, our needs were so simple when this podcast started. Fight the baby in the box. Protect the lemon tree. Keep out strangers.
Yeah.
Try to get a good window on Amazon Prime.
Mm-hmm.
But that was it.
That was all we had to worry about. And frankly...
Now we have to worry about the hobo that listens to country music on our step.
Mm-hmm.
The teens. The wild teens.
Oh, my God. They're not wild teens.
Stealing Rebel scooters.
Andy has a real problem with people sitting on our stoop.
Okay.
He got in a fight with some teens.
It wasn't just that.
He got in a fight with some teens. It's like, here's the thing. When you're doing that, does one single part of you just go, okay, I'm an old man right now.
Of course.
And I don't want to be
but
this.
But here's what happened. I was waiting between the two doors, and they were like having a conversation about me. They were like, this guy's mad because he's trying to get out. And they literally had weed broken up on a scale, all of their food spread out, and they were sitting in front of the door. And I waited.
Open the door.
Yeah, I waited like a minute, and then they scooted out of the way, they hadn't moved their weed. They hadn't moved their food. And Charlie is there. He's like, I'm going to eat that food. And I was just like, fuck. So I'm like trying to pull Charlie back so that he doesn't eat their food. Meanwhile, the door shuts on Mouse's tail.
No.
Yes. And they are not doing anything. And I'm just like, are you guys fucking kidding me? That's just what I said. Because they didn't move. And they're like, don't worry about it. Just move on. And I was like, how about you fucking move on? This, I wasn't like, get off my step. This is a drug-free zone. Like, smoke your blunt. I don't even care if you smoke blunts on our steps. I like the smell of blunts. They bring me back to a time when I masturbated a lot.
And you weren't yelling at teens.
Yeah, I was asking them if I could hit their blunts. But, anyways, long story short, I got owned. And then
Andy got so owned.
They just left.
He goes, when I come back here, you better clean up all your fucking food.
That's not exactly what I said. I said, pick up all your shit.
Have you ever heard anything more soccer mom in your life?
I don't know what you're supposed to do. I wanted to punch them all. I should have just beat them all up. That would have been cooler.
Yeah, that's what you should have done. Should have just fist fought them.
Beat up 16s.
Yeah.
Here's how you beat up 16s. You get 5 of them in a headlock, and you focus on the one you can punch.
Mm-hmm. The leader. Because you know that if you knock out the leader, they all pass out. Yeah.
It's like an alien bug kind of thing.
But see, these same teens were doing the same shit like a week or two prior on our stoop. And I was trying to get inside and they weren't moving. And I go, hey, you guys have to move to that building. And they were like, okay. And they moved their shit over to the next
You're
stoop.
scarier than me. They know that I read the New Yorker.
Oh, yeah. That's what it is.
What if I found out they were the ones stealing my New York Times? They woke up every Sunday at 5:30 a.m. And they're like, yo, let's get that guy's newspaper.
Let's take old man Times' paper.
We know how much he enjoys it. Mm-hmm. Oh, God. It was embarrassing. I'm
the one who gave them the delivery window.
Because then I had to go fucking clean up their trash. Ugh. So mad that I'm old. This Saturday, I turned 38. 38 years old.
Wow.
And what have I done with my goddamn life? Not a thing.
What? That's not true.
No, I'm kidding. But
you've been on TV. Feel? You got a hot wife.
Hot wife. I feel great. I mean, my back's a little sore right now because of, I don't know why my back's, probably because I'm a manual laborer.
Probably because you're old.
Yeah, and I'm old.
Probably because you're dying.
I'm going to do yoga today. I got my mat from storage. It's going to be great. Oh, actually, I am going to get a massage today.
You are?
Yeah.
Where?
I'm really excited. I don't know. I'm going to just call. What was that noise?
It was the Alexa in the other room.
Oh. That bitch.
She
wants to be on the podcast.
She's fucking always trying to be on the podcast. Alexa's constantly just like, hey, let me get in there. That's what she said.
Let's see what Alexa says. Hey, Alexa. Stop being such a bitch.
Sorry, I don't know that one.
Yes, she does.
She does
She does know that one.
That was kind of bitchy, Alexa. They're just sending Amazon drones are headed to our house with bombs. Do not talk about Alexa like that.
So I had an idea for the podcast.
Oh, cool.
I wanted to play the Newlyweds Game.
Oh, great.
Do you know what that is?
Yeah, it's like we ask things about the other. Well, I ask you questions about me.
Yeah.
And you ask me questions about you.
Yeah.
Great.
So?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Question number 1. What's my favorite color? We're not ready to get married.
I think it's red.
What?
It's like red or pink?
No.
What is it?
It's blue.
You have nothing blue.
It's my favorite color.
Why don't you have anything blue?
Why do I have to have blue things for blue to be my favorite color?
What's my favorite color?
Green or yellow?
No. It's purple.
That's gay.
No,
Next.
actually, pink is gay.
Next.
Okay. But it's your turn.
You can't ask me the same question that I asked you.
Oh, okay. All right. Where
I'm making up these rules as we go, by the way.
I celebrate New Year's Eve in 1999?
I'm going to say Lake Tahoe.
Nope. Wow, you really don't know me. Seattle.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, right, because we were in high school.
Yeah. All right.
Or you were in high school. I was still in middle school.
Mm-hmm.
Little guy.
Ow.
Okay, what's my favorite tree?
Your favorite type of tree?
Yeah. My favorite type of tree.
I'm going to say...
Just say one.
an aspen.
What the fuck is an aspen?
It's got the white bark.
God, get out of here.
Oak?
No.
Maple?
No.
Doug fir?
Why are you saying all of these?
What is it?
What even are those?
Palm.
Palm trees?
Eucalyptus.
Nope.
What is it?
It's a weeping willow, and I've told you that. I've told you that on hikes.
Okay. Well, there's... Okay. All right.
A weeping willow tree. Looks like a tree that's crying.
Yeah.
Looks like a tree that's crying for its babies.
Looks like a tree that lost its children in one of the films I
and
like
it's just
so much.
reaching out for its little orphan children.
Yeah. But the USSR doesn't let you have feelings.
That's right. Your turn. Go ahead.
Okay.
Go.
I'm trying to think of a question. You didn't run this by me.
Well,
you know how you get mad at me for switching things up on the podcast
go.
live?
Go. It's spontaneous. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go.
Okay. Where's my favorite place on earth?
Your favorite place on earth is your family's Orcas Island.
Yeah, you got it.
I knew it.
You did it.
Yes. I'm going to be a good wife.
Okay. Go.
What's my biggest problem with wedding vows?
Nothing is forever. It doesn't, give you space to evolve. What if you change?
Yeah. But may I add something?
Yeah?
I think the problem is that it's like, okay, we're committing to one another. Because me and Andy we had this big conversation about this last week where I was like, I don't like the vows. I don't like them. And Andy was like, well, you're making a commitment. And I was like, what are we committing to? Do you know what I mean? Just staying together? That's sort of keeping the bar pretty fucking low.
And that's not what I said. She said that. But go.
Well,
that's
it.
You were going to add something.
That I just did add something.
You were just...
I expected that to make your brain blow up. Your brain bro up.
No, you make a commitment to evolve and grow with each other.
Yes. That's the shit. That's what I love. That's why I love you, because you fucking get it.
Wow, we both got a question right. It's pretty good. Okay. What is my favorite kind of food?
Fuck. I think Mexican food?
No.
Damn it. Mediterranean.
I like Mediterranean, but it's not my favorite. We've ordered it a couple times, but it's not recently.
Thai.
We've ordered Thai very recently. Close.
I don't know.
Chinese. I love a late night Chinese. I love to go to Wohop at 1 a.m.
Yeah?
Love that.
What's my favorite type of food?
Mozzarella sticks.
And pizza.
Yep.
Yes.
I had a piece of pizza last night.
Where? At the park? At your park show?
Well, on the way back.
That picture of you.
Which one?
The one you shared on your stories of you performing?
Yeah.
I mean, truly, you look like you were being attacked by bees. That's how many fucking
it
bugs
was
were around
two
you.
spotlights in a dark field.
Yeah.
It was like the bugs were like, this is the best comedy show I've ever been to. The bugs loved it.
Andy was just in a swarm of bugs. And if you're watching it, I mean, it's still on his story. You should go to it today. It looks like he's just being attacked by bees. He's just the palest man. You cannot see his face. He looks like a ghost.
Just white light.
In a beehive.
Bathed in light. Anyways.
Do you think you could get attacked by bees if you're a ghost?
No. Unless they're ghost bees.
Do you think there are ghost bees?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. And they're angry. You think bees are angry. Ghost bee, twice as angry.
Yeah, because they've got unfinished business.
Oh, man.
I hate myself.
It's one of the worst jokes you've ever told. I'm so proud of you. See, now you see why it's so fun to tell horrible jokes.
It's great.
It's
You're
the
right.
best.
It's really fun.
Oh, man, that was good.
Oh, God.
Do you want to ask another question?
I'm a father. Yeah, I want to ask you, what part of my body am I most self-conscious about?
Your feet.
Yep, you got it.
Yeah.
Specifically my right foot.
Because she has little ballet feet, which means that they were bound as a child. She has little bounded feet.
They're not good.
And they're
tell you
shaped
something.
like hexagons.
On Wiki Feet, I've got like a 3.5, and that's generous. They're being nice.
That's so funny. I wonder if I have a good male foot.
You don't.
What do they want in a male foot?
You know, just not. They don't want your toes looking like a dusty riverbed.
I personally like my feet, but they're pretty flat.
They
I have
look
zero
like
arc.
you know what they look like? They look like every background in the Land Before Time.
Oh, shut up. So Wiki Feet want
They're all
men
cracked
I
up.
thought they wanted men to have man feet. They want you still to have like lotioned up. Like
Well, I don't know who they are.
the feet voters.
The feet voters.
That's one thing I really don't get. I don't get feet attraction. Do you?
Yeah, I could get it. I understand why. Why you'd be attracted to like a nice pair of feet.
Weird.
Because here's the thing, it is like a like your feet and your hands are a symbol of like how well you take care of yourself. To me.
Huh. I love a clavicle.
You love a clav?
Mm-hmm.
Good. That's the first thing that goes when I gain weight. So awesome.
Yep. So you better stay on it.
Oh, shut up.
Even though I'm resembling like somebody made a man out of bread right now. I look like a baked man.
You look like a challah man.
Yeah, I look like somebody took the dough out too early. And it's like, it's a shape that I was going for, but it's all the definition is, what I'm trying to say is I'm doughy. All right, well, let's get to a few things. There was one email that I wanted to answer, which was from Amy Needy, and she said, hey, I'm a patron, and I want to watch the live pods. And how you do that is when we post the link, we usually post it on Friday. It's usually Friday at 7 p.m. So Fridays, earlier in the day, we will say, hey, this is what time we're going to do the pod. And then you just go to the Patreon page, and that's where we put the link. It's in the post of the Patreon. You have to be a Mahalo or VI Beach, and then you can watch us record the thing live, or you can watch it later. You won't be watching it live, and it's also just a YouTube feed of us. But if you want to watch that, it stays up, and you can rewatch it. So if you're a Mahalo or above, you can watch whenever. They're just always on the YouTube, on the Patreon page. They're just
and
a YouTube
you can
link.
watch every regular episode on YouTube as well.
Yeah.
If you don't know that, you can watch every episode we've ever done on YouTube, including the plane ride from LA to New York. It's on my YouTube page.
Yeah, we got to do another traveling one, like the time that we went up to the Poppies.
We'll do it on your birthday.
Great. I love that.
So yeah, you guys, Amy, thank you. That was a good question.
And then I don't think there's any new Patreons to shout out, but let's see. Maybe things have changed.
Things change every day, Andy.
Yeah.
This is 2020, all right? It's a crazy time. I was saying yesterday that it feels like if I miss a single news cycle, I have to like text someone and be like, hey, sorry if, like a swarm of racist killer bees attacked a middle school today. I haven't watched CNN yet. I have to like start a text like that.
Well, I don't know if we have any new ones because it's like, oh, here, maybe this is it. Austin Rory. He went up from $1 to $5, so he's official. So welcome to the...
Austin was throwing us $1 a month?
Good for him. You do what you can.
That's beautiful. That's like an AA meeting.
But yeah. And do we want to commit to a VI Beach this week? A VI Bistro? Wednesday night?
I could do that.
Okay, so Wednesday night will be the VI Bistro. We're not going to forget. It's going to be at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. And excited to see everybody. That we're giving you ample time, so don't miss this. And the link, yes, will be on the Patreon. Okay? Meg the nurse, I'm looking at you. You have a couple days to get ready for this.
Meg's going through it, you guys. Actually, if you are, hopefully it's okay for me to say this, but Meg texted me this week on Instagram and said that her dog is sick.
Oh.
And she's going to have to put him down.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. And it was so sad. I was like crying watching this. Because I sent her like a little bit of advice because I went through it recently with Bama, sort of recently. And she just sent me this like video back because she couldn't like text as much. But she was like in tears, and it was so sad. And I just I remember that so well. So if you guys are patrons, you can just drop Meg the nurse a line in the Patreon page and give her some good vibes. It's really sad.
Yeah, that's a bummer. Meg, we're thinking about you and thinking about Pup. And we miss you. So hopefully we can see you on Wednesday. And hopefully we can see everybody else.
Yeah.
And otherwise...
this is a family, you guys. We're a family of fucked up individuals.
And animals.
Yeah. Feels like all of your dogs are part of the family, too.
Is there anything else you want to say? Oh, you haven't announced did you announce the live comedy show on Zoom?
Yeah.
Well, you said it earlier, but it's July 17th at
July
what time?
17th. July 17th at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. I'm going to be doing an hour on Zoom, an hour of stand-up comedy on Zoom. The first 100 participants, we were already maxed out on in-room participants. So, but I think I'm going to try to find a way for people to just watch. And if I can't find a way to do that this time, I will... I'll definitely do another one.
You can just put it on YouTube.
I don't know if I want to do that.
Well, you can just put an unlisted.
I don't.
Do you want to talk about the details?
No, I don't.
Okay. Well, it's been great. Really excited to be back. Just another wonderful Monday morning. Let's see if Rosebud got her period. We're going to go check.
Together?
Yep. I'm going to make you grab your toes.
Oh, my God.
All right, everybody.
Bye.
It's been wonderful.
Ugh.
Bye. Hey, wash your hands. Wear a mask. Bye.